Morning everyone, it's Rachel. Oh, actually it's just turned afternoon. It's Rachel here and I am doing what's in my box. I have some leftover bits of old ephemera and pockety things, all kinds of mixed things, just like the usual. So we're just going to slowly plod through and make things with them. Which way is that one open? That way. I like it more that way. I might have to separate that one, and they can be individuals because I prefer the pocket to go on the page. I'll show you. Whoops, that's not working. Just going to take, oh my goodness, everything's just ripping. Take that off. And I prefer them to go on the page in the journal like that. So let's do those. They're kind of fiddly to do because they're triangles, but we'll get those done. Let's start with them. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I'm going to start with some book page. It's always a good beginning. So we'll tear that down there. Take that bit off. Take this bit off. I'm going to cover up that sticker there. I don't want that. Do I? Maybe I'll take a bit more off. Oh, I could fold it over. I think I'm going to have it like that because I'm going to have a bit more paper or something over there. So I don't want it to go right to the edge. I'm not worrying about the white paper. I'm just going to leave it because I want to keep the stamps as well. The stamped bits, I like those. And we all work really hard to get that postal look, and so why would I cover it? Just something like that. I just wasn't mad about the sticker. There we go. Put that there. And this one, I think we might cover that whole one. We can use this afterwards. Okay. Right. What's next? Oh, I know. In my folder, I remember, I have put all kinds of little bits and pieces of papers as well that we can play around with. Doilies. Itchy nose. Okay. Okay. There's a start. Well, I think I might cut this one out. So how are you all today? It's quite warm now. It's in the low 20s. So I'm into my, well, I've got a long sleeve cotton t-shirt top on now, but because it's cool in the house still, but outside it's quite warm and very sunny. I'll just do a little bit of a whiz cut here. I haven't used this one for a while. Okay, not too hard. And then those bits I might decide, although I might not because our envelope is white, so I don't know that I'm going to worry too much about cutting out too many bits in the center. I can go up in here, which I will do. I'll do that bit first. So I like to remove the bulk before I go in and do finer details. So, check that out. And I think I want this to go on here. I would need, yeah, I like that. I need something else. What else do I need? Sometimes you think you've got it and then you don't. There's some more scraps. Bring these scraps out. Oh. Losing all my bits. Now, do I want to put that there by chance? No. Especially because it's the same height as the other. Do I want this? Not cover up all the writing. That's better. Yeah, that is better. So, that there. This is a bit sticky, this piece of paper, so we'll fold that over. When I've got lots of bits like that coming down, I always try to go, don't always succeed, but I try to go from the center out, because otherwise they inevitably capture those bits and then they fold over on top of each other and stick down, and it's a mess. That, yeah, I wanted to see a little bit of the handwriting, and I need to grab my bone folder. Was here before. Not anymore. There it is, all the way over there. I could decide to put something there, but for the moment I'm going to leave it like that. Didn't get any glue there, although the rest is stuck down. Now, do I want... No, maybe I'll just leave it. We've got one. This one we're going to cover all of it, so I was thinking I would like, if I have some, I could use this, but that's not going to sit in the right spot, so I won't use that. I was wanting to see if I had any of my collage pages still. I know I used a lot of them. I've got one bit here. Takes out the collaging work for you, having those. I think that might be all I have. Just double checking, there's quite a pile of stuff here. Okay, so I'm just going to put my glue on here. You could collage with, you know, your scraps and everything, but I'm going to use the collage paper just to make it go a bit faster. Grab this and put it here. Doesn't matter that it's double-sided printed, it's not a problem. There's more where that came from. And then I think I'll tear. So what I'll do is tear right across, because then it just gives me a nice piece that I can use. I'll tear this here. Probably won't use that piece. I don't want to make it too thick because I could fold that over, but I think I'll tear it. I probably won't keep that piece. I may just straighten it up a little bit. That's a bit too jaggedy. Just take a few knobs off. And that's nice and straight there. So that we've got instant coverage of our triangle. Looks like we collaged it, but we didn't. And we can just add a feature on there. So I might add a little bit of book page just to add another dimension. I think I quite like it there. I like it more there. It's adding a little bit more texture and another layer. So we'll put it there, not covering up too much. And then we need a feature. So what do I have lying around in here? I think I like that one. Let me just have a look at this one as well. I've even thrown a book in here. Oh, not that bird. Let's have a look at these. Haven't played with these for a little while. I'm just going to quickly cut them all out so I have them ready to go if I want to use them on something else. Okay, that was pretty quick, that one. I can get around the corner and snip that off. One. These won't be quite as so quick. Now, I get these bits out first before I cut anything else, when I remember. I've gone quiet. Just in the zone. It's good to have these things already cut out too. So when you're not sure what you want to use, what if I don't use any of them? I might. At least I'll have them there ready for something else. Nearly there. That's done. And then this one, what does that have? I've got to get in there and cut that bit out and that bit. So this I sort of just shoot in there and cut because there's a bit of a gap. Might cut this bit out too. Few ins and outs with this one, but there's the nice border there, so it's quite easy to cut. I don't like sharp bits, so I just snip that off. And I still want to come in and cut this before I go into that other one. And you'll see, anyone who's new to fussy cutting, I'm sort of wiggling it around the piece of paper, not my scissors. And then I'll go around here on these bits, around the outer edge, and then come in and cut out the details. Okay, done. Let's just get rid of this. Okay, so let's see, what do we like? Blends in a bit, doesn't it? Don't mind that one. Or I think I like the bird the best. And what I will do with the bird is add some sort of label up here. But I don't want to glue down my bird until I see if I want to have the label going underneath it. I don't think so. Not that one. Oh no, I think I wanted to look at this one with the embroidered flower. I quite like that one, but I wish it was bigger. Nope. Love those, but we're going to lose it all. They're the newer ones that we stamped. Love that. But no, that's not working. I don't think I want script handwriting on my label because we've got the handwriting there. Oh, anything here? Nope. Okay. We will go over here to Sandra's wonderful, oh, a little booklet that we made. Sandra's wonderful labels. I said no handwriting. I want something like that. Maybe that one. Absolutely love that, Sandra. Oh, I'm going to put that one on. I like that one. I've been trying to find a home for that one. Okay, glue the birdie on. See? Gotta be careful. A bit of a mess there. That's really pretty. And I'm just going to get that glue off there. That's better. Right. So I'll put that over there. And let's see what else. I think I might make this into a tall, narrow tag. Sometimes I need those. What about if I glue it on there? I'm going to do a wraparound. Love keeping these things for that purpose. Gosh, those triangle pockets, they do take some time. They're not quick. And I'm just going to, let's fold it and see where I need to cut it before I glue it. I can actually just see the font, the type in the Yeah, I can just see the type through the paper, which is kind of cool. Right, so let's trim it first so we can see where our edges are. Okay, and then I can trim that off afterwards. Love using journal papers to make tags and things out of. Very vigorous gluing going on here. See, with a dark pen you can write on that, and I think that would look really cool. So I'm going to class the other edge, the other side, as, whoops, the front. Now, I did not do a good job there. That's the front, and I was thinking this might work. No, not really, doesn't. No, okay. Anyway, let's cut our tag shape out. That's all right. That's the back, because I can write on there, it's pale enough. And then I'm going to do the 4-0 punch, which I love. I mean, that is so pretty as it is, but let's go in here. We haven't been in here for a while, and see if there's anything little, not too big, that I might like on there. For example, that's already cut out. Ooh, yeah, that one. And I'll tell you what it needs is just a little bit of book page to, excuse me, book, get in there, to separate it from the back. And I might put it here. And they're quite fast to make when you use journal pages to create your tag or journal card. Okay. Oh, I love that. Different colours to my usual, with the yellows and the beige. I love that. I don't think I'm going to add anything else for the moment. You know what would be nice? There's a little piece of ticking. Can't help myself. Now, normally I have all my ticking splayed on the floor, and I did tidy up. So I had to sort of, I want to rip it because I like the ripped look. I had to move some stuff to open the drawer. I love that. Look at that. That's it. Yes, a bit of textile. And I got my ticking from Triple V Vintage. Triple V Vintage. Vern. She's the best. Okay, done. Right, love that tag. I'm going to put it there so I can see it. Now I have this. This is all torn, but that is not a deterrent for me when it's torn. I can still use it. It gives you, when it's torn, it gives you a bit of texture. And what you do is you put it back together like a jigsaw puzzle. Sometimes easier said than done, but I think that's going to be my writing side, and this is going to be the side that is on the outside. So I'm going to grab some sort of paper. That's already a tall tag, that one. some sort of paper. Maybe that paper. Oh, here's a nice piece of paper. I could tear that. So I like the torn edge because we've got the rugged torn edge on our thing. And I think I'll glue that there. Now I'm going to have a gap, but I'll glue something else on the other side. So, oh wait, I can move that out. Let's see. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, putting it together. That is the type of thing you're going to get in my ephemera kit, because I was asked by many to put the damaged things in there that I was keeping, because I thought, oh no, I can't do that. But then I was asked, because when I was sending the pristine stuff, they were like, oh, it's too perfect, I don't want to use it. I want the rough stuff. So you get the rough stuff. Not all of it. Some of it's pristine, some of it isn't. And I'm going to put that piece there to cover that white bit. Yes, I do like that. So we've done our repairs, and now we can think about what's going to happen next. Maybe we'll have a video about what to do with the damaged papers. How do we manage those? Well, that's number one, is to do put a little band-aid on it, a little repair. And you got instant embellishment there, and that's for writing, so we're not going to put too much in there. But I like to fold these like this, and then we'll go in a journal in a pocket. But I need to put a little piece down there, and I am thinking, not that, I am thinking that's the same type of paper, so that would just, well, I could put that there. Some book page, but let me just see what we have flying around. Here's a bit of collage paper, not that. Love that strip. I feel like I want, oh, what about something like that? Let's just grab the ruler and make it a bit more usable. I think I'll put that there. Yep, that's going to go there. What's in my box is always fun, because we get to play with a whole lot of different pieces with the whatever pieces. Oh, it's so funny. I seem to always go down. It's always funny too. I always say it. We go down a similar path, like these coordinate. Let me see the, oh, look, they all sort of coordinate, except, don't they? I don't know, when you have a session, for some reason we seem to get a certain look. And at first I thought it was maybe because I have like certain papers flying around. But I feel like I have these papers always flying around. So I don't know really what it is that makes me do similar things. I could have that, but that really covers it up. It is lovely with these colours, but I don't want to cover all of that script there. So I want something a little bit less covering. And there's not a lot left in here. That's very small, because I've got them printed, but I can't remember where I put them. They're here somewhere, in a pile somewhere. That off to the side. I quite like that. Pink and pinky purple and mustard yellow are very nice. And I think I will put that on there. So I'm going down the botanical road here. Botanical and nature. Just keeping track of the time, because I will have to go and prepare lunch soon. Not yet, but soon. I did start early enough. Okay, and then I want a little something up there. Now, one of my go-tos, as you know, is to put some sort of label there. I always like a label too, because I think if you're using your journals, you may want to put a label, because it's going to tell you what's inside. But you could also have a bit of textile. No, not that one. Just let me see what I've got flying around over here. I've got this, just a minute. Trying to grab a fabric without pulling everything down. I have this one, which kind of is in keeping these colours with it, isn't it? Maybe not that bit. I might just rip a piece off. What I'm thinking is I could maybe bunch it. I still feel like I need something else. I quite like that. I think I'll staple that. Where's my stapler? I had it before. I put it away. I gave my mum her daily phone call every day this week. So usually I do alternate days, but this week, I don't know. I've just been calling mum every single day. So that's going there. Good. And I might just put a little bit of glue under that. And bunch it up a little bit. Put that there. And here. So that's my tab. I've got a little tab on this one. I'm also going to, while I'm at it, snip corners. I love having the little notch there. You could actually stitch pages into this. It could be a tall, narrow notebook. Wouldn't that be fun? But I need something there. I love that. And I need something there. So I've got blue there. That doesn't really go. But anyway, it is what it is. And I need to put some sort of, I need a bigger label, I think. Let's see. I don't know why I keep those. They're stickers. I got them ages ago and I never used them. I probably should just get rid of them. Not that one. Doesn't go. I love this one actually. That's in the wrong spot. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to snip the corners. Like so. And okay, yep, that's different. I like that. Okay, so I'll put that one aside. We have this one. This one doesn't need repairing. So this one can be folded. And I'm going to snip it. So usually, oh, I like that. I'm going to put some book page behind it. I was about to say, usually I can find a home for that flower fairly quickly. I think I'm going to have it on the other side. I'll tell you why, because I've got all of that down that side. Put it up a little bit higher so we can see it. And clean piece of paper to glue on. And this one I have to go from the center out, so I don't fold things back on itself and they all stick down and then you can't undo them because they've got glue everywhere. And I could even slide it over a bit and I can trim off excess. Oh. Love that. It's very subtle. It's not in your face. That can even just stay like that. Okay, did that one. Let's see what else we have. We did some of those last week, didn't we? Oh, we have this. This is a little cluster that I had made. It just needs something else on it. I'm not mad about actually what I put on there. I could put that there. Let's do that. I don't mind covering it up because it's not my favorite. sometimes when you cut down your, well, I didn't cut anything down, I collaged those pieces. We must revisit that because they're fun to do, and sometimes people struggle with sort of clustery sort of things. I haven't been able to watch many journal flip throughs or anything like that. Sometimes I get inspired to make something from those, but I haven't been watching many, so new ideas are not abound at the moment. But that's okay, because we've made lots of things over these years, and some things have been entirely forgotten and need a little revisit. I probably don't actually even need to snip that off, because I think I would use this as a little pocket. You could put some straw paper behind and it could become or some sort of plain paper, and it could become a journal card, but I think I might use it as a different type of pocket. I'm just trying to find a few things that we haven't touched on for a little while. I mean, that's okay as it is. I think I'll just put that in my drawer for pockets. Oh, where did that appear from? That's it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 pockets. Probably just need something down there. So let's have a look over here in the scrap department. Oh, that. Okay, so we need to grab a pencil, trim about there, and maybe, I think I'll keep that bit, trim here. So first I'll do that bit first, because if I do this bit first, then I'm going to cut off that marking. So I'll do this piece first. And then that piece to make that fit. I think I had printed the reverse side upside down on this one. That's why I started using it. Okay, and let's see if we can get that. Good. Sort of improved it a little bit too. Really like that. And I don't need much. I don't want green. Well, that would be pretty up there, wouldn't it? Oh, I like that. I think I'll put that up there. I'm just going to leave it like that. Keep it fairly neutral, because I am a bit of an embellisher, really. So keeping it a bit more neutral is great. I think that's another thing that needs to go in the idea. Maybe I've got these in my idea thing. I think we did these last year. All the different pocket things. Did we do that last year? I don't know. Okay, I saw there was something else here. Oh, here's another one with the book pages. Oh, on the diagonal. Do I dare? You see, that could also become, that can glue into your journal, but that can also become you could put writing paper on that side and it could become a journal spot. I had a nice little piece of, where is it, this piece? I wonder if that could go. Let's just tear it. I'm doing a very good job here. The part I really like is that. Let's tear that off. Let's put that on like that. Just saw some crooked scissor cutting there. Oh well. And then that's going to tuck under there. And that I will trim off. Where did that book go? I'm just looking for something just to amalgamate those two. Oh, I think I put that there. And then I think I'm going to leave it. Okay, I do need to go and prepare lunch now. That kind of joins the two. You can add something else here, but I think I'll leave it until I put it in a journal, and then if I want to do more, I can. And I could, as I said, add a piece of straw paper or any kind of paper behind. This is not big enough, but just say, and have it like that. And it could be a writing spot on one side and then put more in the pocket too. So, you know, that's what that could happen with that, but you can also glue down just onto a page. So just say you had one of these pages that was more busy in a journal, and you might glue that down and have the border around and then put your writing. You can also probably reinforce it a little bit there, but you could have it because it's old book paper, or you could do it that side, have that as a side tuck as well. So they're the ideas with that. So that is my video, what's in my box for today. This one I didn't do anything, so ignore that. This was a little cluster that I had. I'm going to make that into a little pocket, just added that. This was a triple pocket, added that and that. These were pieces of ephemera. I just added this one on here. Could add a little bit more. And then we did repair on this one and added some textile and the flower. Love how that turned out. We did this one of my faves, very simple. And then these two triangle pockets, which are always a little bit more fiddly and fussy to sort of work on, but I like the look of them in a journal. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you again soon. Bye.